This is DC Danton Crow Crusader. It's the 14th today, and we have a few crows on the field. Of course, as soon as I got here, the Hayfully people came out for their smoke break. Why do they do that? Why do they come out exactly when I show up? You have to wonder. No, I'm not paranoid. I know that they come out to watch me. Let's not forget they've poisoned birds, attacked me, held me against my will inside the building. Two men held me, threw me against the wall, held me against my will while I was screaming for them to let me go. And they wouldn't let me go until the manager came down the stairs and said, let her go. And nobody in that building, not any woman, not anyone else, would help me. And all I did was deliver a bag of poisoned bread that was on their property and ask them if they had anything to do with that. And if they didn't, that with their big glass windows, that they see who did do that, if they had any knowledge. And of course, that was their answer, what they did to me. Imagine that if you did that to a woman in America. Imagine that if you threw her against the wall. These are educated people. These are engineers working for an engineering company. You have to wonder. You have to wonder. For feeding birds, give me a break. Give me a break, okay? And then, when they finally let me go, after about 2 or 3 minutes, was a long time, I came out, ran out to my car, and the two guys that held me against the wall said in English, you fucking English whore. You go back to England where you belong. Of course, at that time, they thought I was English, okay? Pardon me for saying those words, but I said it verbatim. And nothing happened. When I went down to the police to file a complaint, they said that they had already called, and they said that they didn't want you on their property, and they denied. Imagine denying something before they were even accused. And the policeman said to me, who was writing up the report, you got what you deserved, in German. At that point, I knew there was no way. There was no way I could ever do anything about this. And this is the way it's been for 14 years in Switzerland, okay? This is how it's been. This is how it's been. So, if you wonder, and that's just, those are the mild cases, okay? So, if I do jump on the people here, it's because I know them all too well. And I know in this little city of 18,000, 19,000 people, close to 20,000, somewhere around there, that I see these people just about every day when I go shopping here and there on the street, walking. I mean, it's just an oversized village at the end of the day, okay? And I know who these people are, who hate the birds, who poison the birds, okay? They make themselves known. They're just not afraid of the law. Now we have the children out there across the street. Yeah. Quite a few of the children in that school also hate birds. Yeah, I'm probably going to get onto me for that too, but it's true. They throw stones and stones at them. And by the way, my husband's terminally ill, dialysis patient, and cannot walk very well, and uses one of those strollers. And while I was walking along the main street here, across the street here, where you see the light post and the electrical box there in the foreground, he was attacked by those children. They started throwing rocks at them and at him and said, stop feeding the birds. Yes, believe it. 8-year-olds. Okay? So, That's what we got here. That is the truth. That is all documented. I have over 1,600 and 660, 61, 62 videos. If you look at them all, you'll get the whole story. So, stop jumping on me if you don't know what's going on, okay? I can't continue to write long emails, comments. I have no time for that. So, yeah. Okay. What's that? Someone stops and starts screaming. Oh, that's what it's like. That's what it's like, okay? I don't know what that woman's doing there. She stopped and started screaming at me. So, I'm going to hurry up, get down, put this down here. Yeah, they just can't stay. Oh, is that someone that I know? Is that Yvonne? That could be. Maybe. I don't know. But anyway, it is what it is. They're out in full force today. They're out in full force. What can I do? I don't know what to do. I just continue down my path. Right? Continue down my path. If anyone gets in my way, that's it. I stand up for the birds. I stand up for the animals, and that's it. And for nothing else. Okay? The animals first on my list, and have to be, because they can't defend themselves. So, I'm gonna let the birds come down if they can. We'll see about that. Yeah, evidently she doesn't like it either. So, anyway. Wow. This is DC Danton Crusader. They're just all coming out of the woodwork today. Did you see her screaming over here? Yeah. Is that Yvonne? Who is that? It looks just like Yvonne. Wow. Does she not remember us? Or it's not Yvonne. You have to wonder.
It's not her.
I don't know, but it looks like a clone of her. A little bit thinner. No. Here's our birds. It's a tough day. We have the bird murderer Georg Schmidt here, janitor of the shopping center. He's here. Yeah, unfortunately, there were a number of people here screaming this morning, but that's just the way it is. You just go and do your thing, and that's what I do, okay? I just move along and do what I want to do. Let them do what they want to do. Don't get mixed up in my business, and I won't get mixed up in yours. So somehow they don't understand that concept, live and let live. That does not exist here. Maybe it's because the people are packed right on top of each other. Europe is a very crowded place. It is very, very crowded here in comparison to America, where we have a lot of open land and people can still buy acreage. This is unheard of. The farmers own about 90% of the land in any country. And the rest of the people live in the large cities and in smaller towns, because there just isn't any place to live. They build large apartment buildings, 7, 8 stories high. They have to, because the land is so expensive here in Europe and there's just not much of it. It's basically being used for agriculture, and that agriculture is livestock. Most of the land is being used to feed livestock, right? How perverse is that, right? It really is. Feed the people, lower the prices. The cost of food is also very expensive here. In Switzerland, it's not doable. If you're retired, like myself, it's not. You cannot shop here, which is one of the reasons we live here, because food is cheaper in Germany. I wouldn't be able to buy food for the birds. I wouldn't be able to do it. It's just so expensive. When a package, 4 chicken breasts, cost 25 francs, that's $26, $27 for 4 chicken breasts, you can't do it, can you? You can't make it. And the little old lady that I ran across in a rainstorm one day while walking down to the border between Kreuzlingen and Constance, which is in Germany, she had little plastic shoes on, her feet were totally wet, and she was carrying a bag of dog food. I said, "Oh, you must love your dog." She says, "I don't have a dog." She says it was on sale, and she was living off of dog food. This was a woman in her 80s. Yeah, welcome to Switzerland. This is the truth behind the closed doors. This is DC Danton, Bird Crusader. Have a good day wherever you are. Love your birds. Stay safe. Fight the